Welcome in, guys. I'm probably getting coffee. I will be right with you. Gives everybody time to get in here and start chatting and for everybody to get the notifications. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Today is an extra stream. I just felt like hanging out with you guys. I have no idea what we'll do today, but I'm sure we'll do something. Thank you guys again for coming. If you could take this time to share out the stream, I'd really appreciate it. And I'll be with you shortly. Hi, everyone. I hope everybody's well. Who's here today? We have Tired. We have Robert. Kyle, how are you? I don't know who else we have, but hello to everybody. I think that's who we have because we have three on the stream. So hello to Tired, Robert, and Kyle. Danny was supposed to join me today, but he may have fell asleep on me. I don't know. I do not know, but we're here. And yeah. Hi. Oh, this one, the thing is too big. My goodness. Wait for it. We don't need to see me this big. Like, no. Mm, okay. How about a little one? Is there even a littler one? No, just bigger. Yeah, we don't want that big. Here, it looks like I'm driving. It looks like we're driving, so that's it. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're tiny now. Not so in your face kind of thing. I put new legs on my chair, and the chair is very short now. So I'm very short. There we go. So that's how that's going. Anyway, I hope you guys are well. Um, if you don't have Kyle goes live sometimes, so definitely check out Kyle's channel. Everyone's at Trill Wills. Yeah, I figured. But for those people who have two devices, maybe they'll come by and see me. You know. And until then, maybe we'll play a game. And if this background is annoying, let me know. I just figured, well, I like the moving backgrounds, but I such short notice to use this one that I was like, oh, oh, you're welcome to come up, honey. Um, let's see if we could do this. You know how I don't know. Oh, I see that Danny's coming. He says, "Kay." So my darling's coming. I woke him up, I guess, with my text like, "Hello, we on." Someone will get motion sickness, maybe. Hi, Lucky Dragon. How are you? Oh, yeah. I hope she's okay, that poor thing. Well, we can change it then if Danny's coming to this. Oh, but not starting soon. Let's take that off. Yay! Okay, there we go. Now we have another motion sickness one, though. Maybe we have a water one. Um, that's okay. The water's not as bad. Oh, here we go. Maybe we'll get the darkness going. Yeah. So he said he's coming. Hopefully I sent him the right link because um oh yeah, it looks like the right link, because originally I put it on private because I wasn't sure like what time the girls were gonna finish because I don't like going over the girls. I'll go over anybody but the girls because I'm watching them, right? So it's not even like, hi Jan, thank you so much for coming in. We're waiting for my co-host, and then we're gonna hang out and chitty chat or play games or something. Gosh willing. So, you know. Hmm? Boom. Is this background better than the crazy we're driving on the road one? I think so. It has very little motion, so I think we should be okay with this background. I wish I had a green screen so I could throw on something behind me, which would be even better, but they don't have green screens here. You think with all the money they make you pay for these streaming things that they could give you a screen background like Zoom gives you one in the free. Like I have the free thing of Zoom. I don't use Zoom though because I don't know how to use it. Um Hi Rosanna. And so I don't normally use it. Anyway, that's how that goes. Is that your name, Like Dragon, Bubba? I made my coffee, so I'm almost done with it, and I made it like literally 2 minutes before the show. Yeah. Anyway, we'll start off with a game or two since I don't know. We'll see. Hi, Maria. So, okay, so let's play the game, the I Spy game, because we like the I Spy. So, I spy with my little eye something in my kitchen that's two words that starts with an R. I'm sorry, Maria. Oh, Maria, I'm sorry. I'm super sick today, so I haven't. From yesterday, I wasn't well, so I'm not doing any questions or anything because I'm not trying to channel today, only because I'm not feeling well. If my co-host comes on, um, and he's feeling like it, not a rolling pin, but that's a good one. Not a rolling pin. And plus, I'm having so much anxiety because I have to travel on Saturday. I hate planes. Hate them with a passion. I only been on them twice for a round trip. Once to Florida a long time ago, and once last year for my daughter's wedding. And now I have to go again to help my daughter with something to Indiana. So I leave on Saturday, but Saturday is supposed to be the worst freaking weather. Not a rocking chair. The worst freaking weather. Oh, that could be a few different things. Um, yeah, so no, I did a lot of readings for you, honey. They would have said they don't exactly tell you what, that kind of stuff, but they'll say to you like, go get this checked, go get that checked. Yeah, assist normally isn't, depending on what kind of cyst, but normally it isn't. And now they have lasers, so they can just laser that cyst out of there, hopefully. Or if it's a, like, sometimes they have that other thing, not a cyst, but it's a tumor, but it's non-malignant, not non. Yeah, it doesn't have cancer. It's just a tumor. But sometimes tumors will pop and they'll bleed, and that happens. You know. Is it only me guessing? I guess everybody's chitty chattying. Maybe I'll repeat it. So we were playing a game. I spy something in my kitchen with my little eye. It's two words. It's something that starts with an R, and it's not a rocking chair. Hi, Lemmy. That's what they say. That's from that movie. I'm thinking like the Terminator said that. It's not a tumor. Hey, Scott. Not a radio. Mm-mm. We're playing I Spy, Lemmy, and right now I spy something in my kitchen that's two words, and the first word starts with an R. And I'll give you a hint. The second word starts with an H. And I do not have Robin Hood in my kitchen. So just saying. Just saying. Oh, a round hat, the radio antenna, no. Rotten hair, no. It's literally something in the kitchen, and I don't know if I give you any hints. I think it would be. I I get you, Lemmy. Not a ray gun. This game, everybody's funny with it. That's why I said the Robin Hood thing. um, yeah, usually I'm even funnier, but today, like I said, I've been a little under the weather, so just trying to get through the day. We just went to a funeral on Tuesday. Over 100 people attended. Oh my gosh. Oh, you know what? Make sure you put in your will that you want your funeral streamed, and then all of us will come. Lemmy, you're right. It's a range hood. Hey, Janelle. Lemmy got it. It's a range hood. See that? That sounds right. Yeah. Okay. Let's try another one. I spy with my little eye. Oh, by the way, no food. We never do food because food, it could be anything. We try to do only like utensils or things that would normally be in people's kitchen. Um, so I spy with my little eye. It's one word and it starts with a T. Well, welcome in. And like I said, only because I'm under the weather, we're doing something a little different today. We're just playing I Spy. Sometimes we play games, but most of the time we have chitty chat about paranormal stuff. And on Wednesdays, I usually read cards. So here's Danny. Hi, darling.
Hi, sweetie. How
He's
are you?
making coffee. Not a tablet. I just figured we'd play I Spy a little. Not a teapot, but that's a good one, Lemmy. While we're waiting for you.
All right, you go ahead and play. Uh,
Not
I
turmeric.
did, I did a pretty good workout today, so
Yeah, I saw it. It was like 14 minutes too. I'm sick to something is really going on. Oh, I'm sorry, Janelle. I hope you feel better, my darling.
yeah, get better.
Yeah, not a table, not a tumbler, but that's a good one because you know I have plenty of those.
What am I doing?
Not tea. No. Um, it's not a spice. It's not a food. Um, not a tank. No. Yeah, I feel better, Janelle. Yeah, I don't know what kind of hint I could give you. Nose is a bit stuffy. Yeah, I heard Florida got really cold. Nobody else can, like Danny, it's cold all the time over there. Hey, David!
Yeah, it's always cold here.
It's always cold in Canada. Not a torch. No.
Actually it was pretty warm today. It was only minus 25, so it wasn't too bad.
Oh, it wasn't too bad. It was only minus 25 there in Canada. Lemmy, where are you? Is it cold where you are? I know where most people are, but since you're new here today, we're just wondering, you don't have to, general area, not exactly where you live. Like
Hi,
I
hi
live in New York,
everybody out there.
New York. Danny lives in Canada, those are big states. So yeah, big places. So you don't know exactly, but you know our kind of weather. So yeah, he can stand it. I was looking because like I said, I'm going to Indiana on Saturday. And you know what they have there? It's kind of far from my daughter though, but I was just looking up if there was anything that we could do. It's not a torch. Nope, Robert. Um, 4 letters. I'll give you that hint. It has 4 letters. Starts with a T, has 4 letters. It's in the kitchen.
What
Huh?
what was the what was the question? What was the thing?
I spy something. I spy with my little eyes something in the kitchen that starts with a T. Yeah, not a toad. Um, and it has 4 letters. I'm giving not a tool, not tape.
Come on, guys,
A
get it. Let's
palette.
go.
Yeah, anyway, so I was looking up while you guys are still guessing. I was looking up
How about
places
taps?
in the area, you know. Not a tile, but that's a good one. I was
How about
looking up
taps?
what?
Taps.
Not
Taps.
tap. Nope. It's not plural. There's no S. It's an
Oh,
actual four-letter word.
okay.
So not a plural. It's not like three letters, which is a plural. But tiles was a good one, yeah, Robert. But no. um, so I was looking up like places you could possibly go, like, and they have a wolf habitat. It's not a
Oh,
trap. No. A wolf habitat, but it's like 2.5 hours away from my daughter. But I was like, oh, I would love to go see the wolf habitat. Hey, Jason.
I want to see a wolf habitat. Go to my backyard.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I figure, that would have been cute to bring the baby to, but I think it's pretty far. I hope you're well, Jason. So just no howling, Christina. Yeah. But I was like, what a cool thing. I wonder if they have that like somewhere I don't know if they'd have it in New York somewhere. Maybe upstate,
Uh,
but you
Hi,
know.
everyone.
Um, I'm glad, Jason. So yeah, that would have been cool. But most of the stuff, my daughter lives so far in the sticks that most of the stuff is all, is not really close. Not a tram. All right, I'll tell you. It's a tray. Hi, Kim.
Oh,
A tray.
Trey is good.
Yeah,
Hey,
not
Kim.
true. Tray. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
So
I was just sitting around doing some practicing. I go into probably going to the Legion tomorrow. And
ah,
every time I go there, they make me sing for some damn fool reason.
yeah, they do because you sing nice. What songs do you normally kind of sing at there?
Well, usually I go with a list, and then they tell me what the list is, and I don't get to sing what I want anyway.
Oh,
But I know four that they usually bug me for, so I've been just karaokeing like with no music, just practicing them because trying to remember how it goes and stuff.
mm-hmm.
So there's four songs. There's Colder Weather, uh, Remember Us This Way. Mm, what was the other ones? Colder Weather, Remember Us This Way. Shit, my brain went for a fart.
That's it. 50 degrees is nice. It's only like 20 here, and it's only negative 20 in Canada. So good for you, 50 degrees.
Oh, Dark Angel, that's another one.
Oh, I never heard that one.
You never heard Dark Angel?
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
No, I'm sorry. Well, right. Currently, it's 29 here in New York. 29. It feels like 29, so it's just 29.
Yeah.
Oh, I must be
Hey,
behind. Yes, that's okay, Janelle. Yeah, a little bit.
don't forget if anyone's saying anything to me that you're gonna have to tell me what they're saying.
Oh, okay. You're right. I should probably put the bigger chat on my other phone so I don't have to look at one at a time. That'd probably be helpful. Anyway, I got all my videos done, all the way to the 20 something, all the way to the 22nd of February. So, guys, even though I'll be away, you'll have the normal video Tuesday, there'll be a video. Thursday there'll be a short. Friday a video. Saturday a video. Sunday a video. So 4 videos and one short. Still while I'm gone. I drink my Guinness. It's delicious. No. I used to work at a bar and I would pour the Guinness, and I was always curious because it had such a pretty top on it, foam top on it and whatever. And I'm like, oh, it's so thick though. I wonder how it tastes. Let me tell you, I had it with like a shot in between. Somebody paid for it and they had me do one. Oh, ugh. And then I couldn't walk after that, so that's not good. Okay, Jason says, Danny White Wolf, do you know any Irish or Scottish folk songs or ballads?
Okay. Yeah, I know a few. I haven't sang them in a long time, but uh, some of them, they're not really fit for TV. But like
Yeah.
the landlord is a cur. There's lots of them. Yeah, but I might could do a few one day on the other
Oh, nice.
channel.
Yes, I had an Irish car bomb child. And then I couldn't walk. It was I believe it was they put in there the person who bought it had a Jameson in there. So they had a shot of Jameson that floated in the middle of the Guinness, a regular pint Guinness, and then you had to chug it so they both come together. I was done. 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 And I didn't drink anything before that because I was working. Uh-uh. So I was literally after they left and I went to walk to get somebody else a glass, my legs just went and I had to sit. Yeah. So oh goodness, yeah. Yeah, Jason. No fairy tale of New York. No. No, there's in the city too, there's not a lot of places like I've been dying, and that's why I was kind of looking at places near my daughter's. If we're gonna pass by anywhere, I was thinking maybe she could drop me like at a little cemetery. She would go do her shopping and I can walk around the cemetery. Because I've been dying to do a little like ghost hunt. But um in New York, besides the cemetery, there's nowhere to go. And I kind of been to all the cemeteries here, except that one little Jewish one next to the other one where Houdini was buried, but those are pretty far. So, but I've been dying to go on something. Um, but yeah, the is that Porgy's Fairy Tales of New York. I actually like the song by Shane McGowan. Oh, I never had one of those, but I've seen others take some shots. Yeah, no. Like I said, to drink a whole pint of Guinness on its own that's heavy with a shot floating in it is horrific. Like, I don't recommend unless you're a really big drinker and if you're really used to Guinness. Oh, that is a shot. Oh, okay. I got it. Yes, the Porgies. I never heard of it. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Look it up.
Nope.
Look it up.
Nope. What? You said it's a drink, and I said, "Oh, that's the name of the drink," and you said, "No." Wait, I'm missing something. A Christy McCall. Is that a drink? Oh, ye Spanish ladies. Oh my gosh. I'm lost. I don't know. They're either on about drinks or fairy tales. Can't decide. Or both.
Snow White's getting drunk today. Ah, I would never be intentionally derogatory. Oh, a cum shot is an alcoholic beverage. Right, that's the name of it. Okay, I got you.
There you go.
That's
Well,
what I
I
was
could.
saying. Oh, that's the name of the drink. I thought you at first I thought you typed it wrong and I thought it was some shot.
I was. I was working on Dark Angel before I came on here. You never heard it. I could sing it for you, but there's no background music, so if it sounds like shit, it's not my fault.
No, no, sing it. everybody. You want Danny to sing? Sing it.
Well, yeah, if I see like three ones in there, then I'll do it. Otherwise, don't put me big though. No,
No,
put
he's
you.
like, don't put me big though.
I don't. I don't want to be like taking up the whole damn screen.
Tired to 3 1 for you.
Oh, tired of three ones all by yourself. See, there you go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't
um,
want to make. I don't want to make your audience run away.
Kim said yes, and Scott said yes, and Robert said yes. Yes.
Okay. I don't. I just don't want to make your people run away on you.
Hi, Kevin. Not at all.
Okay. Okay. This is the one I've been working on, so it's not perfect yet because I'm still sanitizing it. But I met this girl. She was walking through one of my dreams. She kissed my eyes and everything that she said made so much sense to me that I still feel like I'm half asleep. My dark angel, she gave me diamonds for eyes. She walked by, now I'm hypnotized by this dream that just won't stop. And I feel like I've always been lost in this dream. The rumors of heaven only speed the truth on earth. My dark angel, shine your light on my curse. You are the other that I have to find. Until I do, I guess I'll see you around in my mind. So Colorado is a place I have to go. I heard a rumor she loves the mountains and the snow. My dark angel, she gave me diamonds for eyes. My dark angel, I offer you my heart. My dark angel, I think I loved you from the start. 'Cause there's this face that I know that I've never seen. Sometimes I feel I'm living in someone else's dream. Still, I'd like to thank you for stopping to talk. And I wonder just into whose dream did who walk? Oh, my dark angel, shine your light on me. Shine your light on me. Shine your light. Hmm.
Very good. Yeah, I never heard that song before.
Well, there you go. Now you have.
There you go. Damn autograph. Yeah. Kim, stop calling Scott a scoot. Bravo, Danny Tired said.
There you go.
Right, I'm gonna grab a cigarette. Robert's clapping.
Thank you. Oh. Da-da-da-da. Well, as long as nobody ran out the door, I'm happy.
Only one person, it's fine. That one was someone in the bush anyway. Mm,
Well,
it needs
that's
more
good.
cowbells in it. Yeah. Mhm, mhm, mm-mm. I heard the craziest story today, right? I don't know if it was true. This person who relayed the story said it like it was true, but it was the craziest story I ever goddamn heard. And
Do
quite
tell.
frankly, they did have the guy did show some pictures which were crazy of what he said. So maybe it is true. I don't know.
What was it? Japanese cartoon porn?
No, it
Oh,
was a spooky story.
because that
You
would
know,
have
I
been
love
pretty crazy.
yeah.
That's some
I
crazy
love
shit.
listening to people's stories. But this was not paranormal, which was the scariest part of it. So basically,
Well, that was.
this guy was with his wife for 6 years. Okay, I'll tell you guys a story. It's crazy. You're gonna have to hear it. He was with his wife. He was with her for 6 years. They were married for 2. So you know, everything was going perfectly. Never any problems. And one day, oh, and the wife hates like scary movies and stuff, but the husband did. He liked scary movies and whatever. She hated it. Anyway, so he was sitting one day and he felt like he was being watched. And he's looking and looking, and his wife is inside the ottoman, and you just see her eyes peeking out of it. And he's like, "What the hell are you doing?" And she just like hides back in the ottoman. He's like, "What the fuck is?" So he's like, "Oh, it was just a joke, whatever." So the next day, he feels like he's being watched again. He looks around, and his wife is like peeking out the doorway, just peeking. And he goes, "What the hell are you doing?" Right? And she goes back in the room, like, she never says anything to him like it's a joke or whatever. And she keeps doing these stupid things. And he's like getting on edge because he's like, "Why the fuck? Like, what the hell is she doing?" Right? So the one day she was out with her friends, and he's home and he was watching TV, and he decides, "I'm going to go take a shower." So he's in the shower, and this crazy wife, he turns around and she's like, um, has her head in the shower curtain only, just her head, and like her hair's wet, so she was there for a while just looking at him. And he screams and he's like, "Get the fuck!" Like he's yelling at her, right? She scared the crap out of him. She wasn't even supposed to be home. So it looks like she walked out of the room, right? But now he's so on edge because she's been doing this crazy stuff for like 2 months now. And, you know, he's almost doesn't want to go outside the door now. So he gets out of the shower. He locks the it's he locks the door, and like he dries off, he gets dressed, but he's in there for a while because he doesn't want to go out. All of a sudden he hears something, and he's like, "Is this bitch like looking in the bottom of the door crack or whatever?" And he kind of looks, and she's in the cupboard underneath the sink looking at him. And she's like, "What the fuck is going on?" Anyway, um, so he was so unnerved that he went in his room, packed a bag, and went to his brother's house. He tells his brother and the brother's wife what's going on, and the brother and the brother's wife was kind of like, "Yeah, okay, whatever. She's messing with you." And he's like, "No, she's terrifying me. She's like haunting me or something, right?" Well, they're at the brother's house watching something, and all of a sudden, the brother looks over at the window and sees the wife, like, so, like, her face pressed against the window, like, dripping like saliva. Like like they took a picture of it, okay? And then, they're like, "What the fuck?" And then she was like waiting on the street, and just looking from like underneath the lamppost, And he's like, "What the fuck is wrong with her?" Right? He was afraid to go back to his house, and this was happening, you know. So after like a week of staying at his brother's, and she was still coming around like the brother's house, he's like, "No, I'm going to pack and I'm going to go hide somewhere away from her." So the brother goes, "Yeah, okay, I'm gonna come with you. I'm gonna help you pack some stuff, and we're gonna go." When they go into the house, it looks like she destroyed the house. Picture frames thrown on the floor, cups and things are broken. He's like, "What the fuck?" So he's calling her and calling her, doesn't hear her, right? He goes into the bedroom to get his stuff, and he opens the closet and he sees an eyeball. And he's like, "What the freak?" But it wasn't attached to anything. And it was a little eyeball, not human, like an animal eyeball, right? And then he moves some other stuff and he sees all these eyeballs. Now he's like, "The frick is going on?" And he hears something and he's looking all around for her and he looks under the bed and she's there with a piece of glass. She's all bloody. And he's like, "What the hell?" Then, he kind of felt bad. This is his wife, right? He's like, "Honey, look, I think we're gonna call the ambulance to get you some help, right?" And he goes to like he's like, "I'm gonna reach out for you, I'm gonna help you up, and we're gonna go." And she literally cuts his hand. He's like, "That's the fucking," he grabs his brother, he's like, "We're fucking going." The brother takes him to the hospital, and he goes after that, he goes because he doesn't wanna have this psycho lady at the brothers or whatever, he goes to a hotel, right? Okay, he goes to the hotel and he's there for like a week, nothing. He tries to, she tries texting him, like, "Where are you? Why don't you come back home?" He ain't answering her, right? And then the, he gets a text from her, like, "Oh, I found you," and with a picture of the hotel. Yeah, craziness. I don't know if it was AI. It was a Reddit story written by some, I mean, the AI could have wrote it for the person, but that was a little nuts. But I would have thought it was AI, except he had pictures. He literally had pictures of this, and it was all the same wife, and the pictures didn't look AI generated of her like in the ottoman, of like her peeking out of different spots. He took a video at his brother's house of, you could see like where she was leaning against the thing and then where she was under the thing. Yeah, a little crazy. We were talking about Momo. Oh, is that a story? Anyway, yeah, this story, like he had pictures. I was literally frightened for him and that lady because there's something wrong with her. Anyway, he's like, "I'm being haunted by my wife, but she's alive." And then he's like, started asking people, "Do you think she's possessed? Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. She was
Yeah.
fine up until 11 months ago. And we've been dating, you know, we were dating plus married. I known her for. So just 11 months ago, strange shit started happening.
Yeah, we ran across cases similar to that.
Yeah, what, you think she was possessed? I think so.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you could be totally fine and then all of a sudden within 11 months start really going downhill. She's trying to catch him cheating in the house. Like literally, she was doing this shit in the house. He's sitting in the house. They live together. They're married. Like, why the fuck? I could understand maybe going to the brother's house and checking like where he is, but you already did so much to scare the guy that he didn't want to go home. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. That was crazy. She's trying to catch him cheated. Yeah. Poor guy. Anyway.
I don't
Yeah.
know if I'm gonna do this one or not. It's a tough song,
Uh-oh.
but they want me to do it, so I don't know if I'm gonna. What's
Uh,
that? That one by I did it on the channel, but I had backup music, of course.
oh yeah.
Remember Us This Way?
Oh yeah. They don't have like a band or like a karaoke machine over there at the
Yeah, they do, and they're probably gonna want me to do it, but I don't know if I
Yeah.
can do it good enough. I don't know that I do good enough, so you know me, I panic about that kind of crap. That's the only thing
Yeah.
that really makes me nervous. Makes me nervous. So
Mhm. Yeah, it's really I was talking about that. These things are getting scarier and scarier when you read stories if you to know if they're AI generated or not. Like a lot of times when I read them, if the writing is bad, I know it's not AI generated. Like if it's all over the place and it's not written too well and there's not a lot of punctuations and stuff, then I know it's not AI. Like, and that's the stories I try to bring to you. When it's written really well, I get worried that it's AI. I'm like, but it's hard to tell now. With AI, you don't know what the fuck is real.
no, that's why I don't like AI. I like it
You know,
when it's like there's difference, eh? Uh when it's you can tell the difference for some of it anyway, but it's getting
yeah,
to the
like
point now. It's getting to the point now though. People can have you in places and doing things that you've never even been to. So it's kind of scary in that way.
yeah. I mean,
Huh.
that's the problem. I think that the AI videos should be um automatically imprinted that you with AI generation on the bottom in small, something you can't take off or whatever, like in the background so that you know that it's AI generated and no, it's no problem. Like when I do my videos and I'm telling a story about something, I want some background scenery that kind of goes with the story. I'll have the AI generate it, but it's a story, you know, with like fake people and shit. I don't put like you know, um or if I'm doing a song for somebody, I like to put them in the song. But uh actually the people know it's AI generated, right? Like but now they're using it like what I don't like about it is they're using it A for the stories, but B also, like I said, I don't mind if you're using it to retell a story and it's playing in the background some AI pictures and shit. Sure. Because there's not real pictures of cryptids, so you need an AI picture of a cryptid doing something because there is, the video of one. So yeah, okay. But like when you go to buy something now and they have now a lot of these AI videos and you think you're buying one thing that it's showing and then it turns up and it's something totally different and you're like, what the freak? This is not a
That's it.
sweater. It's printed. It's a sweater that's printed on really cheap fabric and you're like, what the fuck is going on? It's the creepiest character. Okay, I'm gonna look at it. But yeah, so that kind of stuff I don't like because you don't know what you're buying anymore. You don't know which that's why I kind of like these. There's this lady, she's called Hope Soap, and she buys all these things, right? She looks at the video and she's like, okay, you can tell this is AI generated. You can tell their website's AI generated. Let's see if it's a scam. Let's buy something. And to buy something from the website, you know? And then she'll get it and she'll show it to you and she's like, yeah, a scam. you know. Um, but so I do like that. I like watching when when that happens. But yeah, some of these stories though I have to watch. But if they're written like really badly, then I know that they're usually the person is most likely telling their experience. Like when I tell my experience, and there's just you're typing and there's no proper commas or anything. But you're leaving us tired? Okay, my darling. Have a
Are
great
you
night.
gonna go tired? Are you tired or what?
Tired's tired.
Tired? I was thinking about doing that. Always remember us this way, but
Oh, I hope you got something fun in the mailbox. Yeah, so Danny and I came on tonight because, Saturday, like I said, I'm gonna be traveling, so that's why we're hanging out tonight.
just hanging out doing nothing.
Hanging out, doing nothing, hanging with you guys, you know, just for a little chitty chat since my schedule's kind of screwy with the going to travel and I'm not feeling well yesterday. Like I didn't even get to sleep yesterday till 6 in the morning, so I had to
Yeah.
put my socks on and my feet were freezing in 50 degrees. Come on.
Let me think.
Uh-huh. Danny's gonna think of a question.
Let me think. Really not worth trying to do it here. You go ahead and do it because, what am I going to say? I spice some weights. I mean, come on.
No. Well, you're not supposed to tell us.
No.
I spy with my little eye something in the kitchen. It's two words. The first word starts with a P, the second one with an L. PL.
Porch light.
Hi, John. I hope you're doing well, Mr. John Depp. I checked at 17 degrees in PA. Heck yeah, 17. Yes, Robert. Robert, how'd you know that?
What was it?
Robert got it. A pan lid. Yeah,
Oh,
or a pot
that's
lid.
pretty good.
Yeah, he got it first try.
Yeah, no shit. That's good. I never would have got that. We're supposed to get some snow in 50-degree weather. Wow. No more of that shit. I got like 6 feet of it outside, so that's enough.
Yeah.
Arizona sky.
It's true. We're just messing around today, John. We're telling stories, doing games,
That's it.
Danny's singing, not too many PLs. Probably true. Well, oh, true, because I gave you the second letter. It's true. Now, if I would have told you, I spy something with my little eye, something that's two words, and the first word is a P, what would you say to that one? And it's not a pot lid or a pan lid either.
Corn cartoon. Pizza pie. Pizza lid.
N- No, we're not doing any food. Only
Pesto jar.
like things in the oh, pickle jar. That'd be good. That wasn't what I was thinking though.
They're all fine, puppy dog. Okay. Iron. Click. There. That should be good.
He wants to come up and see what we're doing.
Run.
What you doing, Luna? You gonna come up? Oh, there's Luna. Look.
Hey, you want me to start a show? Yeah? Okay, sing. Go ahead.
I have pizza. Yes, Dave. Wolfie loves his pizza. You see Danny's little doggy, Luna? What kind of dog is she?
She pooped in my shoe.
Oh, she pooped in your shoe.
That's the name of the dog, you know. What? Okay. She didn't do that. She gave me a dirty
Yeah.
look.
A hairy one, yes. She is a little
Wanna go
hairy
outside?
one.
Okay, let's go inside.
Mm-mm.
Come on, Dave. Arizona sky,
She's gonna go in the snow, little Luna.
burning in your eyes.
Yeah. Got singing while we're going to the while the doggy's using the dollar. So now you got a 1,000 people on your channel. Are you going to do any live working out?
No, probably not. I don't think I'll do live workouts. That's just weird.
You know, a lot of people do it.
A lot of people aren't me.
Yeah. 32, pretty good. We're still at 29 today.
If you're not, you guys can join my other channel if you want to. This one. Cows use buffers.
Let me get your Danny Strongman channel.
Arizona sky that's burning in your eyes.
So yeah, just in case anybody doesn't have Danny and like watching like people work out and do like a regimen, he does his food regimen and his workout regimen. In case you don't have him, that's his channel.
Yeah, just in case. Because I need all the help I can get. Oh, I got that song stuck in my head. Thanks a lot.
Sorry. I think I'm subscribed to all of them, right, Kim? Me too. And I think I subscribed with all my channels too, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I haven't really been working on the other channels because it was so much. It was so much to do 3 channels. I was like, oh no, I can't.
Well, I have worked on the off-grid channel because, well, I'm not walking through 6 feet of snow to go do workout in the bush.
Yeah.
I haven't done that one. And I haven't done much on the Jason Bones Inspectors because, well, I was doing some while there was still, you know, you can get around and stuff, but now it's really hard to get around. But I'm doing recovery work now. I'm trying to get my shoulders fixed and my liver. Yeah, my liver. And I went today and they said it's going to be another 6 weeks for sure. So just gonna have to keep doing recovery work until I can start carrying my yoke and shit. So
Yeah.
keep putting lots of work into it because I want to what's that word? Uh, defend my title next year at the
Yeah,
Texas.
want to defend your title, right?
So
Yeah, because I think not only was there 60 and older in your group, but I think it was women was in that group too, weren't they?
they were um, they were in a different group, but a couple
Oh,
of different events. Couple different events we went at the same time. You know, but there were I think 8 different categories there.
yeah. Because I don't think the because I thought I heard the guy said 60 and older and women, but that might have been like you said, just because they're going at the same time. Um,
It's just different. Yeah, like the 60s and over went with the under 180s and um, open women's classes because
ah,
the starting weights are the same for some of the moves, so they can all start, and that way it moves the competition on quicker, eh?
yeah,
Instead of saying like if they were doing the 60, so I'd start off with like my yoke was ended up being 400 and something. I can't remember what it was. It was a PR anyway. But
yeah,
instead of loading up mine, get all the way up to what I do, and then have to drop all the weights off for the next category or something,
right,
or add weight, or add a whole shitload of weights. You know what I mean? It's easier just for them to just do the weights by category. So
right. Gotcha. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, and if anybody, has a scary experience, paranormal or just spooky, let me know. Get me on Messenger or in the comments of one of the newer videos, and I will tell your story. Because I have the spooky stories on Friday, which they could be true stories, but they don't have to be paranormal. So you could have a spooky person story and or you don't know what it was, just damn spooky situation. And then like on Sunday I do the real paranormal story. So yeah, because things that aren't paranormal could still be spooky.
it's true enough.
Yeah, people are spooky. So, I mean, how many of those videos end up like people that are living in other people's attics and shit and watching them? No. That's freaking spooky. That's spookier than having 10 ghosts in your house, a one living person watching you. Hell no.
That's some,
I'd
that's
rather
some
take
messed
10
up shit
ghosts.
right there. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I tell you, yeah, a lot of really weird cases in my career. Nothing surprises me anymore.
Yeah. I heard another story today. I just was listening to it because I figured, this is probably fake, but, you know, I like a good fake story too, like a good fake spooky story when it's being told, not when it's. So this guy was like, I slept with the woman in white. And I was like, what the hell is he talking about, right? So his wife left him because basically he kept falling off the wagon, let's say. He kept getting drunk too much with his friends or whatever, and his wife left him. Okay, so he would go to this bar that was out of the way every Tuesday night with his friends because he was you know, going to get drunk. And on Tuesday night, he could drive home even if he had a few beers because that little country road nobody was on at like 1, 2 in the morning, right? So he was driving and he saw this like woman walking gracefully through these heavy weeds. She had a white dress and long hair, and she was just walking. And when he looked at her, he's like, "Oh, she's pretty. Why the hell is she walking?" And he's like, "Maybe I'm drunk," and just kept going. So this happened a few weeks in a row. So the one week he's like, "I'm just gonna nurse one beer, and I'm gonna see this. I'm gonna see if that lady's there, or if it's really just because I'm drunk and hallucinating, right?" So he only nurses one beer the whole night, gets in his car, goes around the same time to see if he can find this lady. And there she was, right? So he's like, "I'm gonna pull over." And he really looks at her and she has green eyes and she's very beautiful. And he's looking and then like he can't see her, like, and he's like, "Where'd she go?" And then he looks and she's in front of the car.
Mhm.
So he opens the window, and he's like, "Hey, do you need a ride or help or something?" So she comes over to the window and he's like, "Yeah, come get in the car. You need to eat something. You're looking skinny. You want me to take you somewhere?" And so she gets in the car, this lady in white, right? Beer goggles make everybody beautiful. Right, Robert? Even a supposed spirit that this guy asked in his car, right? And, you know, he's like, "Do you want me to take you somewhere?" And she's like, "With you." So he's like, "Okay." So he drives her to his house, okay? Shows her the guest room and brings her some food. And he's like, "Eat something, you're skinny." And then goes to bed, right? Nothing happens the first night. He checks on her in the morning. He's like, "I gotta go to work, eat whatever you want. And if you're here when I come home, okay, it's fine." Goes out, comes back. She's still there, fine. He makes dinner, whatever. So the next night she comes into the room and she comes in without her white dress in his room and they do the nasty, whatever. And this goes on for like a week. And then he's like, "No, I really have to bring her back. Like, I don't know what the hell is going on, but I have to bring her back to where she came from. I don't know, like, because she wouldn't talk to him. The only words she ever said was, 'Take me with you.'" Right? So he's like, "Yeah, come in the car, I'll take you home now." Like he was like, "I don't know." And he drops her where he left her, like where he found her, and he leaves. But like he couldn't stop thinking about her. So he's like, after like another week or so, he's like, "Maybe I can find her again." So he's looking for this lady in white, goes, pulls over on the side, right? And he hears like crying. He gets his flashlight and he walks into the woods to look for this lady in white. And he finds her and she's crying and she looks up at him. And now she really is much paler and skinnier. And he goes, "Oh no." He goes, "You have to eat. Why aren't you eating?" And he picks her up, brings her back to the car, brings her back to the house, puts her in the guest room. Right? I'm like, this guy is freaking crazy. Anyway, and a whole bunch of other shit happened. Like she had a copy of his keys, but without his favorite keychain. So he's like, "How'd she make a copy of my keys?" And all this other crazy shit, right? Um, like he was like, "Do you want clothes? Like I have this nice shirt. Here's a shot." Like he tried to get her to take a shower, whatever. His friends came over one time and he's like, "Oh, just go down to the basement until the friends leave." And his friend, I guess, heard a noise in the basement while he was getting a drink in the kitchen and went to the basement. And his friend goes after him, like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I don't know. I smell like rotting fruit." And he's like, "I don't smell anything. Come up. There's nothing there," like whatever. Oh my gosh. The whole thing was crazy. And I'm like, why in the world would you do such a crazy thing? Um, Yeah, then he was like, maybe I miss my wife. That's why I keep bringing home this ghost, you know? He tries to get his wife back. The ghost comes after him. It was like a whole thing. Like it was the craziest story I ever read. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Finally, one day she took off her dress, right? And like so when they did it, and then she took off her dress and he went and he burned her dress and tried to give her more, like it was craziness. I was like, what is wrong with this guy? Oh Lord. Anyway, I'm just wondering. Beer goggle, yeah. If the little thing taking things in my house, why are they called borrowers and not the thieving baskets? Yeah. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Did he sleep with the lady in white, or if he? Then I was thinking maybe this guy was so drunk he made this all up, or I thought maybe he hit a lady when he was drunk, because I mean he kept going to the bar drinking, sometimes 8 beers in, and seeing this lady. I said maybe he hit her, like and killed her. And then he was haunted by it because deep in his head, even though he was drunk, he knew it. Like I don't know. I don't know. It sounded crazy to me. But what do I know? I mean,
That's pretty crazy, all right.
I don't know. What do you think, Danny? Was it a real ghost he kept taking home, or was he delusional?
No, if it was a real lady in white, there's no relationship there.
Yeah,
Uh, They're they're called angry spirits. They're vengeful spirits. They're
yeah,
not. They don't cuddle.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
If if you
Well,
they,
he
they'll
just
make
called her
they'll make
the
passes at you, right?
yeah,
They'll make passes at you, and if you accept, you're dead. They're going to kill you,
yeah,
right? And if you don't accept, they can't kill you.
mhm,
That doesn't mean that they don't keep trying for weeks to make you accept, and then they kill you. But
mhm, yeah.
eventually, they kill you. They're not cuddly. They're not at all cuddly.
Right. Well, that's why he calls her his woman in white. He calls her his woman in white because she had a white sundress on and was walking through the field. Um,
Uh,
like, but she could have just been a
No,
spirit wearing
vengeful.
a white dress, but he calls her his
Yeah,
his
no, vengeful
woman in
spirits are
white.
vengeful spirits. That's it. You know,
That's it, yeah.
that's it.
But
No,
obviously this one didn't kill him because he was writing about it. But
you know, but I've never heard of such a thing. So, you know,
yeah.
any lady in white that we've ever dealt with was
Hi, Evie.
never, never nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, unless, like, really, the only way to get them away, basically,
Mm,
is to make them face what they did in order to get into that predicament,
yeah.
or show them that the people that were involved in the first place are no longer here anyway, right?
Yeah.
So, because of unfinished business bullshit, stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they're not friendly, you know.
Yeah. Well, supposedly, and he said, that there was a legend, but he never believed it. And I mean, the story was so long, but he said that the legend of this lady supposedly was way, 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 way back in the day. There wasn't even cars. There was still horses and buggies. Way, way back in the day, there was a woman who was getting married, right? And it was like a fast kind of thing where, they met, they really liked each other. He asked for her hand and they were getting married. And so they went to the church and, you know, back then, I guess the white sundress would be called for. And they're waiting for the groom. Well, the groom and the groom's family doesn't show up, and they're like, "What the heck is going on? Did something happen to him? Whatever." Well, the bride was so upset that the groom didn't show up. She ran out of the church and ran up the street and got hit by a horse and carriage and got killed. And then her family, when they went back to their houses, everything was gone. So this groom robbed everything and um of the whole families and ran away. And that's supposedly where that lady, the legend is. She got that's that lady who
That's
got
that's definitely a perfect storm to create one. That's for sure.
um so that was the legend of their town. But he was just like, wow, she was just the most beautiful woman with beautiful blonde hair and green eyes. And yeah, I don't know. He didn't see her like any kind of, you know, I mean, he even went back to get her a second time. What the fuck? I don't know. Like,
Hey, honey, friends are coming over. Get to the basement, will you? Okay.
yeah.
Are you embarrassed of me, dear? No, just when you come up, put a bag over your head. Like what the hell?
Yeah. Well, the friend smelled it, but he was so, I don't know, into her or so. I don't know what the hell. That's why I said maybe he was just so fucking drunk here that like he was imagining this whole thing. I don't know. It seems
Good.
like it went on for months. So like to be in that kind of state for months is like, I don't know.
There is, like, for one thing, I don't know. It could
I
be,
don't
I
know.
suppose. But I've never heard such. I have heard of gins. That sounds more like a gin than it does a lady in white, right?
Yeah.
Like some gins will get into a person's head, and if they've done something to offend the gin, they'll create that sort of thing, right?
Mhm.
Like she probably wasn't even there, but to the guy, she's 100% right there. Like like there's no convincing him that this is not happening and that she's not there, but it's all
Right.
juiced in his brain,
Mm.
by the toxins, right? So he doesn't even realize that he's being affected, right? There are cases like that that have happened through years, but again, just because I've never seen a vengeful spirit turn out to be anything but vengeful doesn't mean, that they're all exactly the same, right? So who knows?
Right.
I guess it would depend on whether or not the guy was credible, whether you believed his thing or, whatever. It's
Right.
a lot
Well,
of
I,
a lot of a lot
I
of
can
times it
only go
comes
on
down to
his
that,
word, right? I haven't talked to the lady in white yet, but
you know.
you know,
Can't, you can't really without evidence,
yeah,
like the one side of the coin is there's no evidence, so it's bullshit, right? That's one side of the coin. The other side of the coin is, well, he's given his testimony to what he believes happened, so that's evidence in itself, right? Now it's just, do you as a person feel that it's credible what he's saying, right?
right,
So, like sometimes it's not about proving or disproving a thing. It's about your own belief and your own gut feeling on whether or not something is what it is, right?
yeah,
Like everybody always says, well, if you want me to believe in this or believe in that, you got to prove it. I got to see it to believe. Forget it. They're never going to believe nothing, until it happens to them, right? Other people are open to it and they say, oh, yeah, well, whatever, right? So again, it's always, well, prove it. Prove it. Prove that there's ghosts. I'll tell you what, why don't you prove that there isn't? Because you can't do that either, right? So,
yeah.
and that's the
No,
that's the way I'd look at this story. I mean, I can't prove that the story you said was true.
right,
Same time, I can't prove it's not true, right?
yeah,
So you got to take it at word value. You got to decide for yourself whether or not it's something that you go, well, that's a possibility or not. So,
Yeah.
well, what I find that disturbs me the most is people are so easy to judge
Yeah.
without, out stopping and thinking, okay, so you're saying it's not true. Why?
Yeah.
And I go, what do you mean, why? Well, you're saying for him to prove it's true, right? He goes, yeah. Why don't you prove it's not true? Well, I can't do that. Well, so why do you expect him to do this if you can't do that?
Right.
Right? Like it's just a judgment call. So
Well, that's it. But and sometimes I believe that people believe that these things are happening, you know, for whatever reason. Um, like I said, he could have been so drunk that he made this whole thing up, so upset about the divorce and his wife. Who knows? Could be a mess. But I believed that he really believed it was happening the way he wrote it. Now,
then
I
that's
don't
that's
know
what you
because, like
that's
I
what you
said,
take from it.
yeah,
That's
that's what
what
you
you
take
should
from it.
take from it. That's what I'm saying. That's what you should take from it then. You know?
Yeah,
Well, like me, I would say that's but I haven't seen the writing. I haven't, heard from him or anything like, whatever. But
mhm,
I would either say number one, he actually believes it happened, or number two, something made him believe it happened.
right,
What that something is, I don't know, right?
mhm,
But and then of course number three, it's all bullshit,
right,
right? So those are your three possibilities. So possibility number one, it happened. Possibility number two, something made him believe it happened. Whether it was a gin, whether it was too much alcohol, whether it was he got
yeah,
drunk, passed out for 3 days and dreamt the whole thing, whatever. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And then of course it's all crap. So I mean, it just
yeah.
depends on what you want to.
Well, and these crazy things do happen too. Like this was on the news. This was an actual story. So this actually happened to this poor kid. So this kid was a football player in college, and I guess they were playing a game. Anyway, he meets this girl named Kayla. I think it was Kayla, whatever. And he really likes her. They get off, they graduate college, they get married, they have two kids, a boy and a girl, and everything is going swimmingly. And one day he's sitting watching TV, the football game. He's watching a football game, and he looks over at the lamp, and this lamp looks blurry. And he's like, "Why is the only thing in the room blurry is that lamp?" So he kept like looking at it. He's like, "I don't know, who cares?" And then, like, after like a little while of watching TV, he looks back over and the lamp turns upside down. The lamp's now upside down. He goes, "What the frick is going on?" And the wife asks him if he's okay. He's like, "Fine, whatever." He goes another week, like, and then by time the end of the week comes, now he's been, I think they're like 10 years into their marriage, right? And he just gets like fixated with this light, and he says to her, "I'm not feeling well." And she's like, "In 10 years you haven't missed one day of work, you're not going to go to work?" And he goes, "No." "Hey, Jen." And he goes, "No, no, I'm not feeling well." She goes, "Okay." She leaves with the kids, whatever. come Comes back, he just sat and looked at that lamp that was upside down that whole time, like, what the heck is going on? There's something wrong with me, I'm going to have to go to the hospital, I don't want to worry the kids, whatever. She comes back home and she's like calling him and whatever, and he's like not snapping out of it, and she calls the doctor and he can like hear her calling the doctor, and he kind of like wakes up and there's this cop on top of him picking him up and running with him, and he's like, "What the fuck is going on?" Cop puts him in the car. "Hey, Erica." Puts him in the car, and he's driving, and he's like, "Where am I? I was just home. Where's my wife and kids?" And he's yelling at the guy. And the cop's like, You were playing football, you hit your head, I'm taking you to the hospital. They take him to the hospital. He's totally upset, saying like, "Where's my wife and kids?" And his parents come and they're like, "You're not married. You're in college. You fell and hit your head playing baseball, football." He had to go to therapy and everything because he was convinced, and he was only out, they said, for like a minute. He made up 25 years of a life in his head. In that 1 minute, he made up 25 years that he had to now grieve because it never happened, but it was so real to him.
Well, that's the same thing the jinns do, right? That's exactly what a jinn will do. All right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they do. They'll make up a whole different existence for you, and you'll believe it 100%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Now this
sounds
was from a head injury. So then I go, this could happen that these people are actually telling you, but maybe they had maybe they fell and hit their head and didn't realize, and this was the product of it,
yeah, could be, could
You
be.
never know.
Anyway, dear, that's it for me. I'm too tired. I gotta get off of here.
Yes, my love.
All right. See you later, sweetie.
Thanks for hanging
Bye,
out with me.
everybody. Talk to you later. Oh, you're welcome. Talk to you later, everyone. Bye bye. Find that stupid button now.
Yep, find the button.
I'm
Find
gonna,
the
I'm gonna. You know how when you go push the button, you still sit there for like 2 seconds. So we know. Here we go. Okay. Can't move. Gotta move that button.
button. It's faster though, you know. Thanks everybody for joining me. I know we didn't know what we were gonna do today, and we were just, I don't know, told funny stories because I wasn't feeling well, and we were just gonna do some chitty chat, but Danny wasn't feeling 100% either. So, but because I missed yesterday, I really wanted to come on and say hello to you guys. So yeah, that's what happened. So, like I said, I will be traveling on Saturday, so I won't go live. But 21st Century Suffragettes will have their two, because Diane said she might play music after. So you won't be at a loss on Saturday for some fun. But there will be videos, and then I'll see what's going on. Like my grandson goes to sleep, I think around 7:30. So you never know. I might have a late night live stream with you one day at my from my daughter's house. I don't know. Or I will just jump in, depending on if like I go somewhere interesting. Over there, maybe I'll just do a live stream of something interesting in the neighborhood. I don't know yet. Um, we'll see what happens. But have a great rest of the week. I will definitely see you guys in a chat somewhere on the tube. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out and for everybody coming in, Jen and Scott and John and Erica and Kim and Robert and Tired, who was here earlier. And I think Rosanna was here in the beginning. And we have Roxana and we had Jason and Evie and Kyle and Kevin and Wolfie's daddy came in. um, yeah, so and whoever else came in, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Don't forget, um, thank you, Patrazi, for being a member. And don't forget that tomorrow there's a Friday night scary story, and they're really, really interesting stories that I've been telling. So, okay, that was weird. I just heard somebody whistle. Now, my son is home in his room, but it was such a light whistle and it sounded really close that I don't think it could have been my son. Anyway, that was weird. It sounded more like it came from that way instead of that way. But, oh, Mr. Spock, we were just leaving, but hello and thank you for coming in. Um, that was just weird. Listen back, see if you hear the whistle. And I'll see you guys soon.
Still here? It's over. Go home.